The NBA has reached a time of unpredictability. There isn't one team you look at now and see a guaranteed champion like the late 2010s Warriors. It feels as though we are out of the super team era and reaching the playoffs is attainable by almost any team, and even reaching the finals could be deemed attainable by a few teams as well. In this video, I'm ranking the top 10 NBA teams of the past calendar year based on their performance in the second half of last season, their playoff performance, and first half of this season. Comment below which teams are on your list and let's get right into it. Coming in at number 10, we have a two-way tie. The first team in this tie is the Brooklyn Nets. Last season, the Nets finished as a 7 seed with the 44-38 record. They struggled on the defensive side of the ball, finishing 20th in defensive rating without much perimeter defense. They had the number 10 offense in the league thanks to Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. They ran into trouble in the first round of the playoffs, getting swept by the Celtics in their number 1 defense as Irving and Durant struggled to put the ball in the basket nearly all series. This season has been a different story though. They've improved their defense to number 11 in the league, thriving under their new head coach Jack Vaughn. On top of this, they have the number 4 offense with one of the best records in the league. In a tie with the Brooklyn Nets, we have the New Orleans Pelicans. Though their regular season wasn't as strong as the Nets, finishing 36-46 after a very slow start to their season isn't too bad. They finished last season with the number 19 offense and 18 defense. Despite this, they put up a better fight than the Nets in their first round playoff series after winning their play-in game. They took the 1-seeded Phoenix Suns to 6 games without Zion in a very competitive series. This season, they have played extremely well despite Zion and Brandon Ingram missing some games. Their depth and young talent has been on full display this season, with players such as Trey Murphy, Dyson Daniels, Jose Alvarado, and others positively contributing to winning basketball. This has led them to the number 6 offense and defense and one of the best records in the league. Coming in at number 9, we have the Denver Nuggets. With 2-time MVP Nikola Jokic at the helm, the Nuggets were bound to succeed no matter what. With no Jamal Murray or Michael Porter Jr. basically all season, the Nuggets finished as the 6th seed in the West and had to face the eventual champions in the first round. Last season, the Nuggets had the number 6 offense and number 15 defense. Although their defense struggled to start this season, their offense has jumped up to number 2 in the league as the Nuggets are fighting for the top spot in the West this season. Coming in at number 8, we have the Philadelphia 76ers. I really hope the 76ers don't waste Joel Embiid's entire career because he always gives it his all for this team, as they have yet to make it out of the second round of the playoffs with him on the roster. Last season, they were eliminated in the second round of the playoffs by the Miami Heat after finishing as the 4th seed with the number 11 offense and number 12 defense. This season, the 76ers hope for their 2 stars to remain healthy, along with getting Tyrese Maxey back soon. DeAnthony Melton was a great offseason pickup for them, along with the addition of PJ Tucker. This season, they have the number 14 offense and number 2 defense. The clock is ticking for this team to make a playoff run. Coming in at number 7, we have the Phoenix Suns. I wanted to put them higher, but couldn't bring myself to do it. Their expectations were through the roof last season, coming off a finals loss and finishing with the best record in the entire NBA. Last season, they had the number 5 offense and number 3 defense and looked poised to make another finals run. After narrowly escaping the Pelicans in the first round of the playoffs, they lost in 7 games to Luka Doncic and the Dallas Mavericks. The Suns underwhelmed significantly in the playoffs, which really hurt their ranking here. This season, the Suns have still been good with the number 3 offense and number 13 defense while sitting near the top of the West. They'll need to add a piece or two to their roster if they want to compete for the finals this season. Coming in at number 6, we have the Memphis Grizzlies. This team finished with the 2nd best record in the entire league, exceeding many's expectations. They saw a big leap from their 3 best players, Ja Morant, Desmond Bane, and Jaren Jackson Jr. Last season, the Grizzlies had the number 4 offense and number 6 defense, taking down the Timberwolves in the first round of the playoffs and taking the Warriors to 6 games despite Ja Morant not playing in 3 of them. This season, the Grizzlies have held one of the best records in the West with their 3 best players mentioned earlier hardly playing all together. This season, they have the number 12 offense and number 5 defense and should look to make another significant playoff run. Coming in at number 5, I have the Miami Heat. The Heat were a Jimmy Butler 3-pointer away from the finals last season after finishing as the 1 seed in the East. The Heat had the number 12 offense and number 4 defense en route to taking down the Hawks, 76ers, and nearly the Celtics in the playoffs. They started off this season slow but have picked it up as of late despite holding the number 26 offense. Their defense is still strong though, currently sitting at number 8 in the league. Similar to the Suns, I believe they are a piece or two away from making a run like last season, but you can never underestimate playoff Jimmy Butler. Coming in at number 4, I have the Dallas Mavericks. The Mavericks finished last season as the 4th seed and had the 14th best offense and a much improved defense that was 7th in the league. They went into the playoffs and took down the Jazz even without having Luka for a couple of these games. Next, they went on to face the Suns, and I think everyone remembers how that series ended up. The Mavericks fought hard, coming back from down 2-0 in the series to win the series in Game 7 by over 30 points in a complete blowout. In the Western Conference Finals, they fell to Golden State, but they can definitely look back on last season and see it as a success. This season, the Mavericks have had a bit of an inconsistent start, despite Luka putting up record-breaking numbers, including the first 60-20-10 game in NBA history. What really pushed the Mavericks to a high spot on this list was their playoff success and ability to take down the team with the best regular season record last season. Now for our top 3 teams. At number 3, I chose the Milwaukee Bucks. Though their season was cut short in the second round of the playoffs, Milwaukee was easily one of the best teams in the league in 2022. The Bucks finished last season as the 3 seed in the East with the 3rd best offense and 14th ranked defense. They took down the Chicago Bulls in the first round of the playoffs with ease, and then fought a very entertaining and competitive series against the Boston Celtics in the second round, which went all the way to 7 games. They did this without Chris Middleton. I think a healthy Milwaukee team could have potentially gone all the way last season. On to this season. The Bucks have had one of the best records in the league all season long despite a lowly 21st ranked offense that has been saved by their 3rd ranked defense. Brook Lopez is a Defensive Player of the Year candidate this year, and I haven't even mentioned Giannis or Drew Holiday. The Bucks will definitely find themselves in another long playoff run this season. At number 2 on this list, I have the Boston Celtics. If you asked most NBA fans where they projected the Celtics would end up in seeding last season, most would have said they were up for another mediocre season sitting around 500 with the potential of being in the play-in tournament. About halfway through last season, at the beginning of 2022, the tables were turned. The Celtics went on one of the best runs in NBA history, nearly winning the Eastern Conference and putting on a defensive clinic. Everyone on their team could defend at a high level, including Defensive Player of the Year Marcus Smart and all-defensive stud Robert Williams. The Celtics faced possibly one of the toughest paths throughout the playoffs, going up against the KD and Kyrie-led Nets, Giannis and the Bucks, and Jimmy Butler and the Heat. In these series, the Celtics swept the Nets and won in Game 7 in the Bucks and Heat series from some more great defense and all-around play from their team. They made it to the finals and took the Golden State Warriors to 6 games in a very impressive season for them. This season, they're on a mission. The only goal of this team is to win a championship. Their 2-star wings, Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown, are playing the best seasons of their careers, averaging 30 and 26 respectively. Before a brief shooting slump, the Celtics are on pace to have the best offense of all time. They just got Rob Williams back and will look to secure the top spot in the East this season. Now, for the best NBA team of 2022, we have the San Antonio Spurs. That's right, you probably guessed it from the start anyway. What the Spurs accomplished this past year wasn't matched by anyone else. They made the play-in on the back of their former all-star guard, DeJounte Murray, and this season have fought hard. Just kidding. It's the Golden State Warriors, the championship team. The Warriors made the playoffs as a 3 seed and took down the Nuggets, Grizzlies, Mavericks, and the Celtics to win the NBA Finals. They were led by Finals MVP Steph Curry throughout it all. Though they are struggling a bit this season, especially during away games, I have no doubt in my mind they'll turn it around once Curry is back and be one of the top teams in the playoffs. Comment below if there's any teams I forgot or if your list is any different, and don't forget to subscribe.